All right, coming back once again, just a real talk video to answer a question from you, Shafor. My opinion on what's the difference between a black woman and a white woman. Black and white. First of all, when you ask that question, you're going to get a whole lot of people mad. But I'm not here to make folks mad, but to tell truth. You can agree with it or not. I care less how you feel about it. Now we got that out of the way. First of all, when you ask people that question, first thing they gonna say is, duh, the color of their skin. That's the only difference. Well, it goes past the color of skin to me. So I'm a little bit different when you ask me that question. Because first of all, I look at culture. Everybody was brought up and raised differently. And you hear people say poor white trash or poor nigga trash. Well, you got poor black people and you got poor white folks also. But everybody black ain't poor. Everybody white ain't poor. There are a lot of things in common. This is why I get past color. I look at culture. I look at real life facts. Now, it's hard for black women, we know, but a lot of black women make it hard on themselves. We know we got no good man that has done the black woman wrong and left. The half of the men are locked up in the penitentiary or thugging or dead. That's just how it is. And I don't care who get mad at it. I'm finna get some folks mad with this video because I want to tie this in with what Pop was saying in his video about the word nigga. See, a lot of white folks are born into the world already rich. But all of them not born into the world like that. Some white folks are born and raised on farms, and they don't have no problem getting in the garden, making the garden outside, and getting dirty, down and dirty in their yard. A lot of black women won't do that. Some will, some won't. A lot of white people are not so much concerned about a lot of stuff that black women worry about. I give you an example. Pleasing their husband. So many black women make it so much harder on their husband. Or even if you're not married, if you're listening at this, a white woman don't have no problem doing what needs to be done in the bedroom. A lot of sisters got a problem with that. But then you got a lot of sisters that are freaky, just like the white women are freaky. You can't tell nowadays, so you got to get past the color. But when you look at the way we was brought up, like I was saying, some white folks born into the world rich, some black folks are born into the world don't have nothing to worry about. But the struggle is what I'm talking about. The struggle from day one, when you look at the struggle, black people, black women know how to survive. They know how to survive very well. I look at some of our sisters, man, that's dealing as being a single parent. And they don't let nothing stop them. They working hard and raising a child. If they got to do it by their damn self, they do it and they just, go through life. Yes, it's hard for them. A lot of white people will jump off of the bridge and kill themselves behind losing a job. Struggling ain't nothing new for black people. I know it's not new for me. When you struggle in life, you learn how to appreciate life more. And that's why a lot of sisters get mad when a brother go date a white woman or he marry a white woman. When you got a lot of complaining black women don't even get along with black women. And they get mad when a brother go date a white woman. I feel the anger, but at the same time, I ain't got to go home and answer to now one of them. See, I look at my life. I don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If whoever make you happy is what makes you happy. I ain't got time to be worried about all that. But when you look at a white woman don't have no problem going swimming, jumping in the water. Okay, honey. Black woman, yeah, nigga, please. I ain't finna get in that water. Come on, y'all, let's keep it real in this video. I just got my hair done. Got all kind of hairdos out, and black women spend more time judging each other about how they looking, who more ugly and who the fattest. Yeah, I ain't never in my life seen so many women go against women. And then as soon as one come in the room, hey girl, how you doing? Soon as she leave, I hate that bitch. That's how it is. That is exactly how it is, whether you like it or not. So a lot of white women don't have no problem pleasing their husband, whether he's black or white, because they get to the point where they don't see color. And the Bible teaches us about a nagging woman in Proverbs, I believe. Any woman can be nagging woman. It don't matter what color they are. You got some ignorant white women out here. You got some ignorant white women out here that can go harder than a sister. Because one thing about a woman, color or not, they hold in stuff very long and they don't forget. They might forgive, but they don't forget. And they will plot on you and have you killed. Check out my video I did called "A Woman Will Marry You, A Woman Will Carry You, and A Woman Will Bury You." It's a song David Hollister did. Don't matter what color. The thing is, we all need to get past ignorance. And what's so sad, you got people that have been killed behind this. You have black men that done jumped a white man and killed him, took his life just because he spoke to a sister. And then you got black men that have been killed for dating a white woman. This stuff ain't stopped happening, people. So when I look at the difference on what's the difference between, I don't see so much of color. I look at culture. And I heard black women all the time talking about why they so sick of, I'm sick of these niggas dating these white women. And when they was with you, you wasn't doing nothing. See, one thing I like about when you look at the whole thing about women, see, some women, they don't sit up and complain about stuff. They just move forward. Like a white woman, that stuff is meaningless to them, what a lot of sisters are requiring in these relationships. First of all, some of these white women got plenty of money. They don't need your money. Some of these women just want somebody to beat her, black women also. And this whole thing about independent black woman is what's done, oh man, done caused so much heat and confusion. Because a lot of them throw their money in their man's face. So a white woman accept him just like he is. See, especially when it comes down to the bedroom, most men, me and y'all can agree, y'all want everything done in the bedroom. Whether you want to hit the girl from the back, front, sideways, stick it in her mouth, whatever it is. So I'm going a little raw in this video, just bear with me. Some sisters, they ain't finna do none of that to me, and that be their own wife. I don't feel like it. A white woman, oh sure, honey. You ain't even got to ask. You come home and you already getting some oral sex done to you. Getting some head, black folk. Most cats I know that got a white woman to tell you, when it comes to the bedroom, I don't even have to ask. It's already there. I can't say the same for my sisters that I used to date. I hear that all the time. And we all know as black men how difficult it is to date a black woman. But at the same time, it's difficult to date anybody nowadays. I always say it like this. Most people don't know they on an expiration date. They just waiting on, it's going to be over with. And most marriages are waiting on the expiration date right now. Most relationships are headed for an expiration date. It's just seeing how long I'm going to put up with this nigga. Or how long I'm going to put up with this white woman. How long, see, there are some good people out here. And all this is just my little take on this. Y'all ain't got to agree with me. I had a questionnaire and I'm just throwing it out there how I see it. And what I have went through with dating. Dating ain't no easy thing. Marriage sure ain't easy. That's why a lot of people do. That's why they just shack up. Because half of them know they ain't going to be together in the long run. Because if you was in love and so for sure and doing things like the Bible say, you wouldn't have no problem marrying your wife. No matter what color she was. Sad thing is most people know they on borrowed time with their relationship. They on an expiration date getting ready to happen. I don't look at color. I love everybody. If you want to date a white woman, knock yourself out. You want to date a Hispanic woman, knock yourself out. We look at the culture and how different everybody is. See, back in the day, when a lot of black folks got married, they stayed married. They held on for years, no matter what they went through. But nowadays, black folks don't stay married long. People get married and be divorced almost a year later. Some 6 months look like. And when you look at who's dating who's in love with who, what you like, that is your business. And I hate to see people get killed behind stuff like this. Because the sad thing is, the people that's killing folks ain't got to go home to answer to now one of them. You done took somebody's life, and then you still miserable. You done killed a man or a woman behind a color. And then when you go home, you still going to have the same thing. Somebody else still dating somebody with a different color, different race. So the difference between a black woman and a white woman, it's past color, people. I hear these answers all the time. Color, duh, it's just a color now. I tell you. That's why I say some women, white women are raised on the farm. When you look at, let's just look at nowadays, you see a lot of white women go outside, they jog, they run, they get their tools, they in the garden, they working, and half of them don't mind cutting the yard. But a sister, Half of the sisters ain't finna get out there and cut no damn yard. They ain't finna get in no yard. Back in the day, old grandma and them didn't have no problem with their bare hands getting in them yards, plucking up weeds and stuff. The white women don't have no problem doing that. The white women don't have no problem going the extreme in the bedroom. But like I say, all black women are not like that either. Some of these black women they do the same thing as these white women do and love it. See, people don't like talking about sex, but sex is so powerful. Look at everything that's going on right now. It's a woman that's going to be put in front of everything to get the man's attention and everything. Look at Hollywood. Then you got homosexuality all over. When you go to the casinos, what do you see? Fine women walking around bringing the drinks. When you look at boxing, what do you see? A fine woman holding up the next round sign, round 3. You don't think that stuff get people attention? A woman is created so beautiful. And I love the way women are created. I love the way God created all things. Women are precious, they are beautiful. But women done forgot that. And men done forgot that. Nowadays, you're either a bitch or a hoe. And that's sad. And I'm talking about men and women. Men hoeing around, giving themselves up. So we are all different. We are all brought up different. And especially this is why I say it goes past color. Look at the average black woman that's growing up now. They don't have no father. They don't have no male figure to look at to see what the traits of a man and what they need to look for growing up in a man, because daddy ain't there, mama only raising them. That's a big problem. And you wonder why little girls cling to their father and their father not there. So these young women will grow up doing any and everything. And look at what we doing in our race, black folks. Teaching our children how to shake ass, go on the corner, strip, make that money. Some white folks are doing it too. That's why I say color don't matter. You got to look at culture, not color. Think about how you was raised, if you had your parents, and then think about some of the white folks that was raised. That's why I say some of them are already born into the world rich. I know a good example, but I'm not going to reveal their name. But they was born into the world rich as white people. They kids came into the world having nothing to worry about. You ever heard the term, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth? Yeah, that is true. Most black folks are born into the world struggling. They watch their parents struggle growing up, and they wind up struggling growing up. And that ain't no excuse. I mean, it's just the truth. You can do better. You got to get past I can't do this. I can't get Kane out your mind, black folks. You can move forward. We got a lot of great black people that has been successful. So how you brought up have a lot to do with why it's like it is. Some white women are brought up taught to hate niggas. Some niggas are brought up taught to hate white folks. Oh, this whole thing about slavery. Me and Pop was just talking about this. What people fail to realize about slavery, God put us in slavery. Think about the children of Israel, God's chosen. God was punishing people. We are still being punished to this day. That's why I don't blame the white man for slavery. I look at the beginning of the creation, how wicked Israel had become. And God punished them, put them into slavery, captivity. How many times? And look at how disobedient and wicked we are. So I say God put me into slavery. I ain't got time to be sitting around talking about, oh, the white man did this, the white man did that to me. We know what happened to us is bad, but what about the bad things that happen to white folks also? Black ain't the only one that's been down and out. You got some white folks that done died, man. See, that was Martin Luther King's prayer, that we all could come together. That was his dream. All colors. And you look at nowadays, man, we got more fussing and fighting over color. When God ain't even respect the person. He don't care nothing about color. So that's my little outlook on that, man. Y'all give me some feedback on this. Whether you like it or not, send me the real raw comments. That's how I like it, real and raw. Tell me how you think about it. It's just what I see on this. I don't see so much of color. I look at culture. How you was brought up, what you like. See, people spend so much time talking about somebody else, but that's what that other person like. Leave that person alone. What you like is what you like. What you like ain't going to be what the next man like. And with that being said, be blessed.